Hey guys, what's going on today? This is your boy Dalsu. We're back with a little more Banished. We've been messing with the controls, the video stuff, and just generally messing with my computer, trying to get it to run smoothly. I've got it now to where you can pan around without any lag, which is wonderful. I don't know what's going to happen when I turn the speed on, though. It seems to be working pretty well. Let's check our recording software. Everything appears to be in order, so let's get started. Last episode we built this barn. We'll go ahead and upgrade that before it gets stuff built up in it. And we could do more houses along here. We also kind of abandoned our goal of like upgrading houses. A lot of houses that could be upgraded still. These are fully upgraded. Most of these are fully upgraded, but there are still a lot that are not. So let's start with this little 4 block. And we'll see through that what kind of materials we may be missing. I think we have quite a lot of like fancy furniture and stuff, but I'm not sure. Let's check. Fancy homeware is at 157, which is really damn good. Building supplies at 184, which is really damn good. Only thing we're having a problem with is homeware, so this really I don't think will be an issue. We've got 25 builders going, 55 laborers, so I think it's going to be pretty good actually. And we'll want to be doing all these as well. Looks like the apricots, apricots? I don't know. We don't have apricots down here, so I don't know how you guys pronounce it. But they're almost done. We have our laborers supposed to grab this swath, which I guess is going to take a while at speed too, but... A lot of stone. I would think that now that we have these houses over here, it would be easier, but I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Yeah, it's running a lot more smoothly right now, so I'm very pleased about that. How much hardtack are you producing? Really not that much per season. Why would you be producing more? Why are you producing so much more? Oh, it's because you don't have a second worker. No wonder. Everybody else has a second worker. Just a second. I'm going to have to pause the game here for a second. Sorry about that. Something had come up there for just a second. Business calls right in the middle of my Let's Play, so I have to go back and, what do you call it, encode everything together. So anyway, what were we doing now? We had gotten our game running properly. That was the main thing. Upgrading this barn, doing some more houses. We're trying to get this area established any way we can. So, we're clearing it off, that's right. And it's taking a little while. But as you can see, the game is running a lot better, so that makes me happy. I had also put a very long bridge from this kind of peninsula out here. I don't know what good that's going to do, but we'll see, I guess. It may have some effect. We have logs. We do need logs, actually. So let's buy a ample supply. We have the wheat on hand, after all. I won't buy any building supplies. And probably dismiss you. Could buy some chickens. That's very expensive. And we don't have any wheat, so let's not. Certainly be nice to fill up that pasture right away without having to go through all the waiting that's involved, but it's not crucial. We're already at 20. It's going fast. Have we gotten any apricots yet? Not yet. Probably pretty soon. Clearing seems to be going pretty well. I will buy your 500 hardwood, actually. And I'll buy your 3 homewares, actually. And buy your 10 lamp oil. He won't buy my wheat for whatever stupid reason. I don't know why. It's kind of annoying, though. Alright, we need just a little bit more. 100 wool is going to be 500, so it's going to put us pretty close. We have a lot of gold here. 20. Right. Should set us right. Actually, only 18. Let's save the gold if we can. Damn it. Wrong key. There we go. Alright. That's a good trade, I think. Keep our building supplies coming. Wineries don't have enough grapes for whatever reason. I guess people might be eating the grapes, conceivably. Yeah, so our next step. Our next step's to start to develop this area. We want houses. That's probably the first step, is houses. People keep telling me not to build blocks of houses. So maybe I won't. Maybe I won't actually build blocks of houses this time around. Those look quite nice. I'd like to do something new. Like, I mean, we already tried some of this. That looks kind of cool. These are the same as the row houses, though. That's just an extension. These look quite nice. I don't know. I think those look pretty good. Let's start out with 2. And then we'll see where to go from there. Yeah, getting this done pretty well now. I think those houses that are nearby kind of helped. 25 builders, shouldn't take long to get this going. We're going to want a school over here, we're going to want a barn over here, we're probably going to want a church and a graveyard and all kind of stuff to service this new little area. But first, we need people over here because it takes so dang long to do anything if you don't have the people. That's what we're working on. Getting these houses set up. We got the lumber, we got the building supplies. We should have the lumber. I wish I had left my little thing up here like Dead Inside always suggests. I keep kind of messing that up. Let's try it again. I have just a tendency to close menus once I'm done looking at them, and that makes this kind of hard to use. But if you move it over here, then you can open it up anytime, and you can see your lumber, right? So, lumber, where is it? Where is it? There it is. We have 8,000, so there's nothing to worry about with lumber at all. See what this trader has. Llamas. We should have llamas at some point. I would think it would be a nice thing to have. I don't know. What do they produce? Wool? I believe llamas produce a certain kind of wool. Is it mohair? No, mohair is actually from goats. Anyway, I was reading a book about dry cleaning the other day. Quite interesting. All the different materials that humans have turned into clothing. Crazy. Crazy to think about. And the traders keep calling me back. I will buy your logs. Hey, I'm a little low on wheat. But the cured leather will save the day. So 5 is 100, right? I need 6 times 5, so I need 30. Yeah, it's the power of math. I guess we'll go ahead and wait for this guy to show up so that we can peruse his wares as well. It's food, basically, huh? It's got some logs. I'll buy your pineapples, why not? Good trade. Trading the wheat we can't use. Well, we could use it, but we just... How much flour? Ah, damn it, I closed it again. Every time. Every time. I just have a bad habit of doing that. I wanted to check my flour situation. I'm sure we have way more flour. Yeah, we have 18,000 flour, so it's just a matter of more bakeries, basically. Trying to see a little lag again suddenly. I wonder why. I wonder what causes it. There's got to be something that causes it. I think it might have something to do with, like, having too many menus open. Let's see if I close... Wow, so if I close the town hall, I have a lot smoother... Ah, sorry, Dead Inside. Your idea is good in theory, but not in practice, man. It seems to eat... I guess maybe calculating all those numbers would eat up a lot of the CPU. Just a guess. We'll have to experiment with that again. That's interesting. If menus and stuff really slow things down, I would suppose that anything that needs to be calculated would be a tax on the system. But I don't know. Not that savvy with computers. Looks like our ratio is kind of getting not as good. I don't know, eloquent way to say that. 230 against 500 is not enough, so we need to continue with this house construction as we go. We're going to have a teacher and a baker move in together, and That's fine, I guess. Not gonna finish that house, apparently. Okay. How about the bridge? Is the bridge getting worked on at all? It's gotten its bricks. Assume it takes a lot of bricks. Our food is actually getting low, but we just planted all these apricots, and they haven't even really produced yet. Once they start producing, we can always just build more bakeries as well. Bakeries produce a lot of bread. And once we have all these apricots, we'll be able to turn that into fruity bread, I guess. But we may want more apricot fields. Still, it's a little bit scary. See where we're at right now. I don't know, maybe we should throw down some bakeries really quickly. Over here would be a good spot. But we obviously are going to need more houses first. We'll probably put some farms out in front of these houses. We're going to do a red brick road. I like the way that Dead Inside did his... he left a comment on a video a couple videos ago showing his town, and he tends to have like very narrow rows of houses, and then like right in front of the houses will be some kind of farm. I'm thinking we might kind of copy his style a little bit. I don't want firewood. Every time I go back here, it takes me like a good 30 seconds to get back. But that's the nature of it, I guess. Looks like the bridge is coming up. Connect that little... No, that's the old bridge, isn't it? Second bridge is not done. Okay. We definitely need a barn over here. Might put it like on the other side of some fields. See how it goes, I guess. Probably should put a firewood chopper too, maybe behind the houses. I think right now we ought to just build another house, because I'm trying to get people to move over here. The officer townhouses don't actually upgrade. Interesting. They look quite sweet though, don't they? Just have like a row of them. We'll do 2 more. These people moved in and everything. Rice and rye. This guy's got all kind of stuff though. He's not going hungry for a while, eh? Alright then. Another trader. Bringing some chickpeas for us. We are currently plummeting in our food, which is a little bit scary. So we'll kind of buy a bunch of shit from him. He'll take our wheat, so that's good news. And 120. Close. Close enough, whatever. Here. Alright, yeah, food is going down south pretty quick. But you know, I gotta think once these start producing. They haven't actually produced anything yet. And that's a lot of food right there. And the barn is just right here, so I've got to think this barn is going to fill up with apricots mighty fast, and that everything's going to be okay. We're going to want to keep an eye on that. Below 20 is pretty dangerous territory. May, I don't know how we want to do this. Put like a field right here, or we could put the barn right here. Let's see how that might look. I'm kind of getting concerned. I'm self-conscious now about how my town looks. Thank you, Dead Inside. Storage barn, going right here. I think that's a good, practical location for the storage barn, so we'll go ahead and do that. And then we'll probably start off with a field, kind of right here next to the storage barn. 11 by 11. No. There we go. 11 by 11. Okay. I don't know what he'll grow, but he'll grow something. Got all your materials. Yeah, just waiting on builders, huh? Well, you probably want to go ahead and connect the market with a road. And also connect it to everything else. Suppose we do it like this. Maybe there's room for one more townhouse, looks like. A little extra room there. So maybe we put something, some rose bushes or something. That's too wide. That ought to look nice. Alright. We're going to want a school over here, too. I don't know where yet. Still kind of figuring things out. Trying to make it look attractive. I guess we'll leave it for a second. We could definitely use the steel tools. It'll take my wheat, so... Logs, okay, why not? I'll take my wheat, I'll take the logs. Anything else I might want? Would like chickens, but they have enough stuff to trade. Alright, we'll go ahead and dismiss all these fellas. And we'll go back over here. Apricots, when are you going to start producing? We are getting low on food. Alright, the field has been completed. Or cleared, or whatever. I like how these are outlined to show you that they need to be something other than... like, you can't eat them, I guess, is what that means. So what do we want to plant here? I guess it doesn't matter terribly much. Watermelons? Someone said that watermelons would grow really well here for some reason, so... we'll do watermelons. Hopefully that'll help out a little bit. Guy's got all his materials, he just doesn't have any builders. Who's moved in? A herdsman and a vendor. Should be a lot of vendors, actually, I would think. Shouldn't have come all the way back over here for this, but... I'm kind of a sucker for trading now, kind of gotten dependent on it somewhat. A lot of tobacco leaf clogging up the works. I guess the cured tobacco leaf would go here, wouldn't it? Yeah, pipe tobacco. Since that one's 100% full, is this one full? Okay, so it's filling up now. We stopped kind of trading our wine away, which has probably had a pretty big effect on things. Alright, builders, let's get this done. I'm gonna check on my bridge too here in a second. Wow, it takes 100 labor to build that. That's crazy. It's just a it's just a shrub. Well, we haven't even started the labor yet. I guess we're waiting on like 10 more bricks, it seems. Yeah, we must be out of bricks. Take a look. These guys are fully producing, but yeah, we don't have that many, so chicken farms. Wow. They don't produce feathers until you start killing them, I guess. Still no apricots. We're getting down to the low 20s. Kind of scary place to be, honestly. But I think we'll be okay, hopefully. $22,000. And we're kind of a long way from our harvest. A little bit scary, actually. Might actually inspire me to do... might do some bakeries along here, I'm thinking. Let's try that. There's 3 bakeries right there. So they ought to be able to get plenty of flour we're actually going to start having apricots. Maybe things will look up for us. Alright guys, well we're going to end the episode there. Sorry for the interruption earlier. I had a just kind of important call, but didn't want to restart the whole thing. So I apologize for my lack of professionalism. You know, professionals do get paid though, so I'm not really getting paid. But not that matters a whole lot, but you know, it reflects itself, I guess, in my casual cavalier attitude, which, you know, I hope is part of the charm, but who knows. I'll see you guys on the next episode, I hope. Like and subscribe and all that kind of good stuff, and I'll see you tomorrow.